All right, is this thing on? We're at the Centex station getting gas in Alden, Minnesota. And why are we in Alden?
I've got a 65th high school reunion tomorrow, so it's exciting to be here.
Welcome to Minnesota.
Yeah.
And why are we in Alden?
I've got a 65th high school reunion tomorrow, so it's exciting to be here.
And where are we heading now?
We're heading for my old home on First Avenue.
All right.
Yeah.
And we're off. In the rental.
In the rental. And we'll take that to Alfred Lee. And let's just drive down past this house first. Hang a right, because I think that house on the right with that yellow little trailer or shed in front, I think that's my folks' second home in Alden. I think that house was moved, or I think they had it moved from downtown Alden. And I think
This right here?
this house, I think that looks very much like it. But it certainly changed. The roof has changed, the siding has changed. But that looks, with the front porch on the left, looks familiar. I think this was my first home.
That was?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do a Yui. Good morning. Or good afternoon. Do you live here?
Oh, he just needed a picture.
I think my folks used to live in this house.
Oh, is that right?
I'm thinking it was. Well, I was born in 40, and I think this was my first home. And I'm not sure how long my folks had this house, and then we moved to a house on First Avenue.
All right.
So.
And what's your name?
Fisted.
Okay.
My dad was a rural mail carrier for many years. 20th.
We've lived here about 30 years.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we've been here quite a while.
Okay. Excellent.
Yeah.
And was it the original house when you moved in?
I don't know. Yeah. The only thing we've actually done to it is put this front deck.
Okay.
And then we've done some inside remodeling.
Yeah.
But now, I've always suspected, and you probably don't have any idea about this, but I've always suspected that this was actually two houses put together.
Oh.
Because the upstairs is two levels like this. You come up and you have one level, and then you have to go down to get to another one. Either way, that way. So I've always suspected that it was two houses put together or something like that.
I'll be darned.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I think when my history is that my folks were married in 1918, so 105 years ago, and they were married in Clark's Grove, and they lived on a farm west of Alden, about 3 miles, for 2 years. And then I found out that they moved out here, and I think this house was moved from Alden.
Well, it was moved someplace, part of it anyway.
Yeah.
And like I say, I've always kind of suspected the floors are.
Yeah.
I just think it was two houses that were put together.
I'll be darned.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, interesting. And your name?
McKean.
McKean?
Yeah.
Well, I'm Paul Thisted. Nice to meet you.
I'm originally a Freeborn person, and my wife
Are
is
you?
originally a Wells person.
Oh, okay.
Like I say, we've lived here about 30 years now.
Wonderful.
So,
Do you know Neil Pierce in town?
oh yes, Neil is older than me, but I went to school with Neil.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I played basketball against him.
Yeah. No, Neil and his brother Gary. His brother Gary was, or not Gary. Gary's the older one. Harold. Gabby, they called him.
Okay.
Gabby was just a year older than me, and Neil was probably.
I'm 83, so 4 years.
Yeah.
Pleasure to meet you.
Well, nice to meet you.
Yep.
And you take good care of this place.
Well, we do the best we can.
I know, 30 years and running, so nice to meet you.
Yep. Thank you.
Ah, your first house.
Excellent. Excellent.
Blue Earth or Albert Lee?
Let's go to Alden on Highway 109.
You want to stop and get a picture?
TD's used to live there, and that house was, we'll turn left right here. The Hughes house on the corner. Wow. The house is still here. Yeah. But the neighbor's house has been replaced by these huge bins. This is the house.
So which one?
This is it.
136?
136, yeah. There's the garage. Played baseball here. Catch with my dad. And they added the porch. The porch was here the last time, or 5 years ago. But
Pop's house. So I guess this is the place he used to slide down the banister.
yes, indeed. But the door is locked. No one is home, I guess.
And that's wow, the backyard goes, the train tracks are right up against the backyard. I remember that. And right next to these big ass grain elevators.
Interesting.
Yeah?
Yeah. My parents' bedroom was up here. We had a spare bedroom up here, and then we had an attic. And it was strange to get to the attic. We had to go up the stairs, and then it was almost like a trap door.
Yeah.
You had to push the trap door up and open, and then upstairs it was very crickety. You couldn't go into the four corners because you might
Really?
fall through the ceiling. Yeah. And my room was not this room, but the next room back. And when Doc Schmidt first moved to Alden, I forget how old I was. I used to live in the back room, but Doc Schmidt, Doc and Pearl, they rented the upstairs from my folks for, I think it was $36 a month.
Wow.
Until he became established after a year or two, and then he built a home on the north side of the lake. But yeah, and right next door where these huge bins are, Chester Nelson had a mink farm. My best buddy Larry Nelson was here, and might see him at the reunion tomorrow. I'm not sure.
All right.
But yeah.
So that used to be a house.
Used to be a house, and half of his mink farm was right here, and he used to have a place where he brought in these old horses, and he fed the mink horse meat.
Huh.
So I got to be part of the mink community for a while. I would help out every once in a while. And kind of right over next door here, the Allens had the home here, and then right next door to the Allens, we had a fella who was an old-time bachelor, and he had doves, like not mourning doves, but he had pigeons, and interesting. And right across the street here, where the flagpole is, and this used to be a spare lot, and we would play softball games and hide and seek. We would play hide and seek all around here. This used to be a light pole.
Still got a light on it.
It does, yeah. There's a couple of huge elm trees right here that have been since cut down, and they would drop this nasty stuff, the sap from the elm trees, on our cars when we parked out front. Wow.
What was your car?
The car, well, my dad had Fords, and I'm thinking we had a 58 Ford, 57 Ford. I think they were black. Yeah.
Any color as long as it's black.
As long as it was a Ford. And right down at the end of the street, we had what was called the stockyards. The Hinkleys had stockyards, and people, I think, would bring in their stock and, I don't know, buy and sell. So that's this amazing little corner. Used to be gravel road. I did my first bike ride on this road. I think I was 10 years old.
Yeah.
And I had a used bike. Yeah.
First bike ride on this road.
And my mom's sister Dora, no, her brother Leonard lived just a block away. We just passed that house. So he was the only son, and he had 6 sisters. So Leonard Paulson was his name. Married Dora. And I went to school with their granddaughter.
Okay.
All right, well, let's move into Alden.
All right. How's it feel to be back here?
It's a little emotional. I don't know why. Yeah.
You were born here. You grew up here. Come on.
Yeah. 83 years ago. But that's all right. All right. Enough of that. And the side wall was France with cypress trees and everything. And she just loved that. But my guess is that's long gone. That's 80, almost, yeah.
Was she did painting inside the house?
She did she painted. So she did a painting of a French countryside on the entire west wall, and this was the living room. Yeah.
Interesting. We'll have to stop back by. So U-turn or what?
Yeah, U-turn would be good. First National Bank.
Who's that?
Alice Hughes. And on this corner used to be a Texaco station. And right next to the Texaco station used to be Rains. What did they do? Good question. But let's take a left. We have to cross the tracks. We were on the south side of town. My first TV, I saw this used to be Wright Chevrolet dealership, and they had the first black and white TV.
Wait, that was a Chevrolet dealership?
It was. Yep. Oh, look at here. Mine Again Bar and Grill. Post office, the memorial. Here's the museum. Let's stop. Just to see, we might come back here for a beer.
What do you mean, Alden Legion?
That says Alden. American Legion. Yeah, my dad was a member. That's open at 5. Let me see if the museum. Have to call to get an appointment.
So the house right next door to those grain things, old Chevy dealership. Love the building. Love the building. Got a thing for post offices. Love that. Let's get a picture. Mine Against Bar and Grill. Look at the old brick.
Oh, you are. In an hour? That sounds good. I have a couple things to do. I graduated from high school, 65 years ago. We're having a reunion tomorrow. And my mom did a painting of the old Alden Depot in the museum, I think. And it'd just be fun to take a look, see if that would be okay. Okay? In about an hour or so? Okay, and we can park right in front of the museum? Okay, all right. Thank you, Linda. We'll try and see you then.
Lots of parking here in Alden. Lots and lots of parking. So we'll be back in an hour. Lots of parking.
Okay, 1 hour. Linda. This used to be Van Deer's grocery store, and we would come over here and we could charge everything. We didn't have to pay cash or credit cards or anything. We just had a charge account, and I think at the end of a month, mom or dad would go over and pay. But it was fun just to charge everything.
You say put it on the account.
Put it on the account.
Just like your nieces.
Exactly.
Put it on the account, right, Avery? Put it on the account.
And in the middle over here, there used to be a hometown cafe. That was the one we would go to. And the Legion is here. My dad was a member of the Legion for years and the member of the Last Man's Club. So,
What's the Last Man's Club?
all the guys who were in World War II, they signed up as just an opportunity. I don't know if they pitched in some money, but the last one living would get a bottle of booze. I'm not sure what it was, but my dad was part of it, although he was a teetotaler. But there must have been, because every 4th of July...
Explain what a teetotaler is.
Teetotaler is a non-drinker.
Okay, your dad didn't drink at all?
My dad didn't drink.
Okay.
At all. he would have communion wine, and that was as far as he would go. But to be part of the Last Man's Club, I think there had to be at least 20 men from World War II who were from Alden and participated. So we had a wonderful Legion Corps. We would all, I as a Boy Scout would help carry a flag, and we would walk a mile out to the cemetery where they would do 4th of July honors for all the veterans and the deceased. But it was a wonderful group. Yeah.
All right.
Okay, let's just drive around town and let's go out to the cemetery.
All right.
This is where the downtown bar was, and my folks never went in there. I don't know if I went in there ever at all.
Yeah, sure.
It'd be
So
fun.
it's still the bar.
It'd be fun to go in and have a beer if we're here around 5 o'clock.
Yeah, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Yeah. So
Today's Saturday, right?
it is.
All right.
It is. And this building over here is the barber shop. Fred Drager used to be a barber here. And then the drugstore was on the corner. And Doc Schmidt had his first office. We had to walk all the way down the hall to get to his office. And this was
look
the
at-
Alden Community Center. We were here in 2004 for Goldie Boondorf's 90th birthday.
Goldie Boondorf?
Goldie Boondorf. She was my cousin.
Cousin Goldie.
Mobil station used to be here. Standard station used to be here. And there's Gem Lake. About a mile around.
Now where to?
Now let's take the curve. We'll go about a mile outside of town to the cemetery. See where my mom and dad have a gravestone. Here's the high school. We'll come back to that.
So the lake is just on the other side of the railroad tracks.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, every year the lake would freeze over, and I think when I was in first or second grade, in the middle of the winter they would cut ice blocks, and ice blocks would be used for refrigerators or ice boxes for sure. This is where Doc Schmidt built his first home, and I would mow the grass here for $5 on a weekend. And his first home was the basement. He didn't build the upstairs for I think two years until he saved up some money. But this was his first home, and every Christmas we would get together with the Schmidts and have a Christmas dinner, and then we would go to church, and then we'd come back and open presents here. But we always had to have a taste of lutefisk. Doc's wife was Pearl, and she always made some lutefisk, and she said, you have to at least try a bite of lutefisk every year, whether you like it or not. And it was just distasteful.
What is it?
It's a Norwegian fish, but it's slimy as can be, and it tastes slimy. It was terrible, but we all did it. So this was a wonderful. The Schmidts became part of our family, and they had 3 kids: Becky and Rachel and Kim. Becky went to St. Olaf, and I'm not sure where Rachel and Kim went, but they were always a part of our family. And then his doctor's office moved just about 100 yards down the way, and he became the official town doctor and the mayor of the town of Alden for years.
Oh, wow.
And put in our first sewage plant, and the memorial building was part of his idea. So all good, all good.
Yeah, the City of Alden sign right there. American flag.
Excellent. We would meet downtown on the 4th of July, and all the Legion guys would have their guns, and they would march out, and we'll take our first right. And here's the Alden Cemetery. So we would all march out, and as a Boy Scout, I got to carry the flag, I think, for 2, 3, 4 years, and it was just an awesome experience. I think we'll take a first right. Yeah. Beautiful cemetery. And we'll go up to the first curve and take a left. The last time I was here, Dale was with me, so we had a picture with each of us next to, and we'll pull over and park. Just take a quick left. So I think their gravestone is close by. There's Pulse and Stoneback. Now let's stop. In New Jersey with Lejeune in 1977. My dad was born in March 13th in Illinois, 1891. And then he died. We were just in Texas. I was going to programming school, and he and Mom had come down to visit us for a bit, and then he went back to Minnesota, and he went to Boy Scout camp at Cross Lake, in northern Minnesota, and he was watching listening to a Minnesota Twins baseball game in his car on a Sunday afternoon, and had a heart attack and passed away. And it was just very quick. There was no pain whatsoever. So, yeah. So he was 81 years old, and Mom was 82. Yeah. Auxiliary. Mom was part of the right? Yeah.
1891.
Yeah. I think I did. We did there was the caretaker wasn't from Alden, but someone would on an annual basis would put flowers in, and we did that for, I don't know, 20, 30,
Yeah.
30 years. And when Lejeune, I think before Lejeune passed away and Dale passed away, I think we just stopped doing it. But it's still a special place.
And beautiful.
Yeah, it is. Surrounded by cornfields. The Alden Tower in the distance.
Oh, the Alden Water Tower.
Yeah. Over by the large cross and the flags are where the Legion did the 4th of July ceremony or remembrance. I'm thinking it might have been Memorial Day. I'm not sure which. But one of my project is to get my Eagle Scout ranking. I had to do a community service, and the community service was right at the northwest corner of the cemetery. Was a small isolated spot of a cemetery that was not taken care of for many years. Several stones, and so I actually mowed the grass, took care of the cleanup, and fixed it up so it was part of the cemetery. So that was kind of my project for this cemetery.
Awesome.
So we can go just take a look at it.
All right.
But yeah, good to be here. Yeah. They actually opened up a fence. Used to be a fence keeping it separate. It was almost like it was a private little cemetery for some people.
Do you know who they were?
I don't have a clue. But this is my job, to clean this whole area up and make it habitable. Nelson. Fody means born 1841, died 1882. It looks like it's either Danish or Norwegian. '73, 1898. Jesperson. There was a Jesperson in my class. May see him tomorrow. He lived on a farm up here, just a few miles. Wow. These are amazing. Love the tilt.
Yeah. Seem to be sliding off.
Yeah, exactly. 1825, 1902. 77 years. Jorgen Jet.
this is your plot.
This is my plot, yeah. It's good to see that it's still taken care of.
I agree.
Yeah. Yeah. It's less than 600. Amazing. $583.
Yeah, there it is. All right, heading into Alden. Or back into Alden.
Yeah. And we'll turn right just up here and go around the lake. It's nice to see the flags out. Gem Lake. Used to catch bullheads here. Not a very deep lake, just more muddy than anything and shallow.
What's the name of the lake again?
Gem.
Gem Lake. Right.
Gem Lake. Yep. Chester and Helen Nelson, they built a home here, and the Hinckleys. The Hinckleys used to have a home right over here, as well as the Niebors.
You bring your swimming trousers?
I did.
Take a dip in Gem Lake for old time's sake?
For old time's sake.
When's the last time you've been in Gem Lake?
Years.
Yeah, I know it's years.
50.
50?
At least. Yeah. And right behind our house, right behind our house was the large mill, the large elevator. Took care of.
You straight or turn?
Let's turn. When we try to go to the farm, we'll come out this road and head that way. I think it'd be fun to see the old farm if I can find it. I think I've got a ballpark. One of my
and that's your backyard right there.
Yes, exactly. Yep.
So see, I'm not joking when he got mad, told me to go out back and play in the train tracks.
Now, okay, let's take a left and we'll go through downtown again. We've got she might be here. Let's stop in front of the museum and see if she is here.
Good.
And my son Jeff.
Hello.
Thank you very much for opening for us. I just showing Jeff that these are two photos that I have. I don't know if they're still, if you reckon.
Oh, the depot's right there.
Oh, that's the depot, all right. You don't have the painting, no, or?
Not that I know of. I haven't seen it anywhere.
Oh, okay. This is from, I don't know, maybe 10 years ago, or.
Okay, when Gloria was here. Okay.
My mom had done that
Okay.
many years ago, and then shortly after that, that's when they took the depot down.
Okay, yeah. That was in early 70s.
That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Yeah, because it was there when I worked at the elevator
Okay.
in 69.
Oh, nice. And then this was a painting that when my brother and I were here, he saw the painting and he said, I recognize the boat. And then we looked in the corner of the painting and it had my mom.
Your mom's?
My mom was Nettie
Yes,
Pfister.
your dad is Arnold?
Aaron.
Aaron.
Aaron
Okay,
J.
yeah.
He was mailman
Right.
for, I don't know, 30 years or something like that.
Okay. Because you're the class of 58.
I am. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Well, maybe we look
Oh,
around.
we'll certainly do.
Just-
And sign our book, and then the upstairs, I turned the lights on.
Okay. All right.
Are you still in Colorado?
Still in Colorado. Yes. Yep. Love Colorado. No humidity, no mosquitoes.
Unless you're irrigating.
Oh, is that
Hay
right?
ground, yeah.
Oh.
I've been out there. Oh, go right ahead.
Well, here's Doc Schmidt.
Oh yeah, Reuben.
Yeah, when he and his wife,
Earl?
but I remember who the
Operator was?
lady operator was, Ruby Sweet.
Yes, she was.
And we just were out at the cemetery and I saw Ruby's stone.
Okay.
It was fairly close to mom and dad.
And here are all the old phone books.
Okay.
Do you
Keystone
remember this?
Alden.
The front steps of the Advance?
Oh, Wainwright.
Yeah,
I'll be darned.
that's the pillar off the front.
Oh, really?
Before they tore it down, we saved the pillar.
Oh, I think we used to get the Alden Advance. It was weekly.
Oh yeah, it still is.
Oh, it still is. Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
And he was the printer for I don't know how many years, but
Many.
it's good to know that it's still
Going.
going.
Yes.
And we've got a Aaron Thisted Trojan 43405.
Aaron Thisted, there you go.
I'll be darned.
And what year is this?
That is looks like
57.
57.
Wow.
June of 57. I was 17 at the time.
And what was the number again?
Uh,
Trojan 59?
Oh, it was. I remember the Trojan. Wow. 3405.
3405.
3405. That was a good number.
Yes.
And this
Yeah.
is. Oh, in 41 the number was 13. 53F13.
Yeah, because this is when they incorporated with Key Story.
Oh, okay.
Aaron Thisted, Alden.
3401.
Come on, don't be
Darn
mean.
memory.
See, here's ours, 26.
I'll be darned.
26.
Edmund Kahn?
Mhm.
You sure your last name was
Yeah.
Kahn?
Yep, I'm Judy's sister and Virginia's.
Oh, I remember Judy.
She's a year younger than you, and Judy was a year,
Yes.
or Virginia was a year older.
Yeah. Judy was a class of 59.
9. All of those girls still get together.
Is that right? I'll be darned. Wow.
Gail Tongas,
Really?
Nita Schmidt.
So you found it?
I found it, exactly. Wow. Came around the corner and here it is. Nettie Thisted, 1978. Huh. It is here. Amazing.
That's awesome.
I'll be darned. And that was right behind our house. Well, kitty corner, but close. Wow. Wow.
a nice hotel room.
Oh, really? Checkerboard. My dad would have loved that. Oh, and the old radio. Wow.
The talking machine.
Piano, or this looks like a pump organ. Wow. Old violin. Conducts, yeah.
That's you take your blocks of ice and put them in the ice box. Your radio.
What's that?
And that's where you put your blocks of ice in the ice box, right?
Exactly. Big chunks of ice from the lake. And there used to be a building that would hold all the ice through the rest of the year. Amazing. Yeah. Wow. And this scale from Luke Wesley, druggist in Alden, looking at we played baseball together.
He's where you got all your drugs from?
I got exactly. Yeah, good guy. Well, excellent. Excellent. Eddie fisted. Well done. Little sign says Alden.
Very cool.
We'll have a window in there with
your
my
name.
name on it.
Okay.
And yeah, parents and brother and sister's name on it. So we're going to go by and see if it's open for, I don't know.
Well, your thing tomorrow is from what time at the Colts?
It's 11 until. We're getting old. But that,
Getting?
thankfully we're still around to
Green side up yet.
green side up, exactly. Oh.
Thanks for opening it up.
Again,
You're very welcome.
We'll see you next time.
I hope so.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Don't forget to call if you get lost.
Let me.
You got my number.
I've got your number.
Yes, you do.
Will do. Thanks.
Okay.
All right, we're heading to Goldie Borndorf. Where are we going?
Goldie's farm, the Boondorf farm.
The Boondorf farm, Goldie Boondorf.
Much further out than I thought from the town of Alden. I think it's supposed to be like 3 miles, but this seems more like, I don't know, 4 or 5 miles. And to get to Alden, I'm almost thinking the 6 girls and Leonard, their brother, had to maybe walk to Alden often for church or school or whatever. Yeah, this is a place. The old shed, the old barn used to be over here on the right, just beyond this machine shed. Wow.
Wow, so that.
Where's your book? Oh,
Oh, there's a dog right there. Well, hello there. How are you? Hi. Hi, how are things?
I think I put it back in the. I can pull it out again.
Okay, so we open
Let's go up and just say hi to his name, not Robert, but Jason or Justin, something like that. Netty fisted.
That is so cool.
Yeah, and that's
both of them are.
Oh, wow, interesting.
Well, I'm so glad you guys came today.
My goodness.
Have you ever seen this before?
I've never seen this one. I recognize. I've seen this image somewhere. I've never seen this one. Never, but yeah.
Yeah, because when you showed me the picture of the house and the barn, I was thinking, as I was
Where is
viewing
she?
things up today.
Next page. Here we go. Nettie Fisted. That's her.
That is so neat.
Yeah. Well, she was born here in 1895.
Born here in this
In this.
So to say, like, in this home.
in this home.
In this home, right? Because that's the image I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And
So did you know the link between the painting and she was born here?
I did not know that they were.
Okay, awesome. Okay.
born here, no.
This is amazing.
Well, this is so neat because I was just looking at this today, thinking about the barn, the old barn,
and
then the old barn.
that barn, I guess that's why this picture. I remembered this image.
Yeah.
And way back when I started doing painting, right now I'm an oil painter.
Oh,
But my very first oil painting I did for my sister LeJune, who was born here, was of this farm.
Oh, really?
And it was just a very amateurish painting. It looked worse than, was just terrible. This is a treasure compared to what I did. But at least I remember I had to paint the house and the barn, and I think the silo.
Yeah.
And the silo is still original, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, this is amazing.
This is.
Wow.
I'm so glad.
What
Thank
a
you for
wonderful
sharing.
find. My goodness. And this is 1965. I was, what was it? 65. Pardon me for
Oh, you're fine.
65. I was out of college 3 years, and she had painted this. And she was I think she was pretty much, my sister had said she's a self-taught artist.
Yeah.
So she had to do her painting here. And then in 1918, she married my dad, and they were married in Clark's Grove, but they lived here
Okay.
when this Jens Paulson for 2 more years, and then Jens Paulson and his wife Emma moved to Clark's Grove, and then my mom and dad lived here.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, and then they bought a house in Alden, and they had it moved. You know where the gas station is south of town?
Yep.
Right across the street.
Yeah.
There's like a couple of new houses, but the one on the left end with kind of a nice deck,
Yep.
that house is the one I think they moved into, and I think that's where I was when I was born in 1940. I think I was raised there for I don't know, a year or two,
Oh, really?
and moved around. Sorry for the family history.
I don't mind at all. No, I appreciate it.
But
Watch
the
out, he
image-
just knocks on your door and we'll walk right in and tell you the family history. I'm
An
serious.
image that I've seen, I don't know if it's in here or not. Telling Jeff on the way that there were no images of the Roosters or the Rhode Island Reds, but there is an image somewhere of him with cattle.
Yeah.
So, wow.
So we're getting the golden goldies.
We are. Looks like an excellent foundation.
Yeah.
The brick is still amazing.
So that's the original 1800s, 1880s?
This half
1890s.
of the house was 1910.
Oh, 1910. Okay, 1910 brick.
Yeah.
Wow.
Or I guess I don't truly know when they put the basement in. Because I think they did have to lift up the house, is the story I've heard. And then the crawl space was here, which obviously we got rid of, and then the old like fruit cellar was back here. Actually,
I'm impressed with the ceiling. My little home in Alden, no one was there farm, and that was again the date.
I think 68. 65.
65, yeah. And this one was
76.
wow, 76.
And you think that may be Uncle Dale in the canoe?
I think so, but 76, my goodness. Yeah, I do have a few photographs of some of the paintings that my mom had done, but that certainly wasn't one of them. But I know she had an image of my brother in boating and rowing by himself, and then in the lake. And I have a photograph that we took to the museum. And I asked the lady Linda if she recognized it. Well, she didn't even recognize the depot.
oh,
But I found the depot. And the other painting was a little bit of a river with a couple of boats on the side. And when I was at the museum, I don't know, 10 years ago with my brother, he said, I recognize that boat. That was a boat that I was on. And then we looked in the corner of the painting and her name was on it.
oh,
And it's like, how fun.
that's neat.
But that wasn't there today.
Yeah,
So, but these two are treasures.
they are.
Thank you for saving them.
Yeah, oh yes, we saved a lot out of that old house. There was lots of good treasures that we
Really?
found.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we have like, well, I can show you in the kitchen. The basement had all sorts of.
So this is the place, the homestead, where
Yeah.
Grandma Thiswood was born, Aunt LeJune was born, and Uncle Dale was born.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And my grandparents, I never had a chance to meet my grandparents. Jens and Emma, never. That when they moved from here to Clark's Grove, I think he passed away, or she passed away within a year after I was born, and then he passed away, I think 3 or 4 years after that. Wasn't in good health. So I've never met him.
You, hi. You're very sweet. Hi.
I would have liked to
How are you?
have known him. Yeah. So, yeah. Well, let me get
Now we're off history. Pretty cool stuff, right? I can't believe that. Born in the 1800s.
Of the creamery up here, somewhere. Yeah, this whole building in the trees. The old creamery used to be the farmers would bring their milk into the creamery and they get butter and milk.
No one's home?
No one answered.
All right. So we're off.
So we are off. Let's do one more tour through downtown up past the high school. This is the high school. Now Alden Conger School. My school was a red brick building here, and they've destroyed that or taken that down. So they modernized it after I left, with good reason. And to get to our baseball and football field, we had to go this way, just on the north side of town, right just past the Alden Water Tower. Oh, and here's my baseball field.
Didn't you build this as part of your Eagle Scout project? By yourself?
No, I tried to play baseball out here pretty well, but we had a good sophomore and junior team, but our senior team was pretty slim pickings as far as number of people. But this was our football field as well. So wow. And the lady that we talked to at Linda at the museum, her sister Judy Kahn was a grade behind me. Her folks just lived, I don't know, I think in the next farm coming out of town this way. But yeah, we'll head back.